Often I'm talking with people, they tell me their stories, they tell me about the obstacles in their way, they tell me of their difficulties or their whatever seems to be a problem in the life. And it's always based on that we, in a way, just go through our day, live our life, and take this reality for granted, without questioning whether it is as real as it appears to be. As long as we believe without a question in this reality, then invariably we believe I am this person, I am this body, I am the person in the body, maybe separate from the whole rest of existence. And then, of course, it's always me and the others, and a continuous struggle. Just living our daily life, getting up every morning, having to go out and meet people again, doing whatever we have to do, we want to do, or what we don't want to do, still do. Meeting people, some are friendly, some are not friendly. And it's always me and the other, and it's reality and creates problems and tensions. But remember, when we go to sleep, and there the dream springs up. And there in the dream, we also may be involved, may also have a body. And as long as we are dreaming and not questioning the reality of the dream, it feels as real as this waking reality. If we hit with a dream body, the dream wall, whoop, it hurts. If somebody comes and insults us in the dream, we get equally annoyed. We can laugh and hate, have a fun time, sad time, and it's all real. As long as we believe in the dream, as long as we don't question the reality of the dream. Then we wake up and say, oh, whole thing was just a dream, it wasn't real. It had that momentary reality of being an experience. But obviously, it was not real. I'm here, sleeping in my bed. Nothing of all that has been there in the dream is there. And yet, when I was in the dream, it appeared so real. So it had that momentary reality of an experience. Now, my friends, this waking world is like a long drawn out dream. It's not exactly the same like a dream in the sleep, but it's not that different. It's good to remind ourselves it's not as real as it appears. And the more that basic attitude is getting stronger, that after all, we came into this game, into this world, to get experience. We came to face challenges, to have pleasant moments, but to have unpleasant moments, to deal with friendly people, but to deal with unfriendly people. To have these challenges in order to become more self-aware, to face all this. It's all a game. It's not as real as it appears. The more we become aware, we are here for that, the less we take this whole damn story so serious. And then all those things that usually seem to create big problems, suddenly they are not really problems anymore. Okay, there are situations to deal with, well, let's deal with it. Pleasant situation comes, we accept, we deal with it, we let it go. An unpleasant situation comes, we accept, we deal with it, we let it go. Then we can go about it more and more playful, becoming more and more aware. Okay, it's a magic show. The situation as a momentary reality, the reality of an experience, like the reality in the dream, has its momentary reality. You cannot say it's totally non-existent. We can learn in a dream, we can experience emotions in the dream, we can also grow in the dream because the experience is there with a momentary reality. And so it is with this waking reality. If we become aware that it is not as real as it appears to be, then suddenly it's much easier to deal with it. And actually, because there is more self-awareness, we bring a much greater intensity into it, and it's easier to deal with every situation. When we dream in the night, and it's totally real, and let's say it's a nightmare, it's a difficult, painful situation, and then suddenly one becomes aware in the dream. I'm sure many of you have experienced it, that suddenly in the dream you become aware, it's just a dream. But the dream still continues, and then it becomes what is called a lucid dream. You're aware, you're dreaming, the dream story still continues, you are in the dream, maybe you are in it, playing your role, or maybe you are an observer, but even if you are in the midst of it, playing a role, once you become aware it's just a dream, then the fear disappears. And even when it was a nightmare, you look at it very different. It's just a dream. It's a nightmarish situation in a dream. It stops being so scary because you know it cannot really hurt you. It hurts us only in the dream as long as we believe in the reality of it. And then it hurts as much as we give way to it, as we are afraid of the situation, as much as we are pumping emotions into it. But once you become aware, it's just a dream. Even if the story goes on, then it's not a problem anymore. I can tell you that the first time I remember that I really suddenly became aware it's a dream, how the feeling changed. Like I dreamt I was driving on a mountain road in a car, and most probably a bit too fast. Then suddenly I was carried out of the road, and there was a cliff. It was just going down, and it was scary like hell. And suddenly, well, in the movement of leaving that road, suddenly that realization came. Hey, it's just a dream. And all the fear disappeared with one moment and turned into laughter. And it was just, wow, let's go and fly off like this. Once you become aware, it can't really hurt you, the fear disappears. And it becomes joyous. Now, this waking, long drawn out waking dream, this waking reality is so problematic and dangerous and creates pain and suffering as long as we don't question the reality of it. like the dream really. If we become aware, hey, it is just a dream-like magic show, it's not as real as it appears, then the scary part of it also disappears. And then we can learn to play our role in it playfully, without being attached, and yet full of zest, full of enthusiasm and energy, playfully, not so much being concerned all the time, am I going to be successful, am I not going to be successful, or what are they thinking about me, what are they talking about me, and all those concerns the mind likes to hold on to, you can just let them go. And life becomes what it is meant to be. A joyous, playful journey through this crazy time-space continuum, getting richer for the experience with every moment. And instead that it has to be a painful business, it can be a joyous adventure.